What's up, everybody? I am Ra Ali.
And this is Louis, the Don Que Lo Que.
And I'm Cash, your sexologist bestie.
Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here, and this is
On the Contrary.
In Your Mind. Listen up, guys. Check us out here wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple Music, Google. We are there. And watch us exclusively on ONSITETV.com and YouTube. Check out the description below for all the links. If you need what we got for you guys, hit that like button because we want you to like the button. Go ahead and hit subscribe to the button and go ahead and turn your notifications on.
All right, so we're going to jump into our quick fire questions. We have 3 options today.
All right.
I'll read all 3, and then you can pick which one you want to answer, the one that's most suitable to a situation that you've personally experienced. So the questions are, have you ever clicked with someone sexually but hated their personality? Have you ever experienced love at first sight? Or have you ever ghosted someone while dating them and then ran into them?
Oh, man. Those are hard questions there.
Hard.
Yeah, literally. I had all of them, though. But the number one I'd probably say that fits me, of course, is going to be having a, sexual, connection, but their personalities clash. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, I hate a girl that want to ask a million questions for no reason. Like, we ain't even on that type of time. Like, why are you asking all these descriptive questions when we just
What kind of questions?
just random stuff? Like, oh, what's that? Oh, I saw that thing in the kitchen. Do you eat the cucumbers? And I didn't know that you was on that type of diet. Like, hey, we just why you worried about what I'm eating? Just come into the room.
Right.
I ain't even trying to turn the lights on or nothing. Why are you asking all these questions? Like, come
How
on.
can you, I'm not going to get into this because this will turn into a whole nother conversation, but how can you properly give somebody the best of you if you don't know anything about them?
Because you ain't giving the best of you, just give them your penis. So I'm not giving you the best of me,
Got
baby.
it.
I'm just standing up in you and blessing you with that.
Right.
And get on. You trying to
Right.
get all the extra components. Now hold on now you want too much.
Right.
Just take what I give you.
I fuck up from time to time
Yeah.
and I forget, guys.
Do
Forgive
you
me.
know?
Yeah.
Do they know out the gate that's what they there for?
I mean, they don't know, but it's obvious. Like, if we're not going on dates, if we're not, doing this and that, don't act like you a kid. You grown woman, you know what's going on here. I could tell you, but I don't want to and fuck up the rotation of the understanding. So I'm going to leave it vague, but we know what's going on. If you really want to ask me, I'll tell you. But I don't want, it's just like when a girl come over the crib, you be like, I'm coming over there, we ain't doing nothing. I know you. I'm like, yeah, you coming over, you fucking. I can't say that. Oh, we're not doing nothing. We're going to eat some Ritz crackers and watch Netflix. You got to keep it vague. But you know what I'm saying? It's that situation.
All right.
Okay. All right. For me, I think the one I'll go with is love at first sight. I think I have experienced it before, but I know I definitely felt that. I felt it with the person I'm with now, but I remember before I saw him, I was thinking I wasn't gonna like him. I was talking to him and he was saying some things and I was like, this nigga sound a little hurt. I don't know if this is gonna work out. But then once we actually saw each other for the first time on a video call. But once that call started and we both looked at each other, it was both this big cheesy smile. And for that moment I was like, oh, I think I could love this one. So I don't think you really know. You don't secure it until you continue to get to know a person. But at least I gotta know that I like to look at your face. Like if I wake up in the morning or if I'm angry with you, looking at your face will help me not be as mad. And I think that's how I would classify a love at first sight kind of feeling. And after that, you either gonna secure it or fuck it up. So that's on you.
Yeah.
My shit is like a combination of 2.
All right.
So, love at first sight, right? Physical attraction. Then you have sex and you can't stand them. So I saw the person, I'm like, wow, okay, she's amazing. Physically, I did like her smile. I loved the deep set of her eyes. But then, sex was real good, but I just don't like this person.
Yeah.
I really did not like this person. They were just nasty, verbally, I wouldn't say abusive. They were just one of those people that you ask them something, and it's like, what the fuck you asking me this shit for? Like one of those type of women. I hated that.
But that's good.
Yeah.
But you let the
Organic boy, yeah.
yeah.
When it was time to get you, like, you know what? Shut the
Right.
shut
You
up.
just don't talk.
And you got to
Don't
deal
say
with
nothing.
it. You got to
As
deal
soon
with
as
it.
you
till
come
it's
to the
done.
become
crib, you
Mr.
say something
Organic.
to ruin the mood is already gone as soon as you open your mouth. It's
my
like,
God.
you know what? I'd rather not even get out. And then while you walk into the elevator, you may fuck around and turn around and be like, you know what? I'm
gonna deal with it now. Yeah. It's got to be quiet.
So interesting. I never experienced that because I gotta like your personality to want to fuck you. So
Yeah, I
I've
done
never
fuck-
had the reverse happen. So it's interesting.
It happens It happened a lot of times to me because I got a different type of personality. I don't like much. So the littlest thing that throw me off, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I have the mental wherewithal to make it through the night to get that. But after that, I would never speak to you again. For
I can
sure.
see it disgusted his face.
You know what
That's
I'm saying? I might circle back a couple months later, like, hey, girl, we're gonna, tap back in for another taparoo if I'm a little dry. But but that first night, I don't make it through for sure, unless you just totally annoy me or disrespect me or something. But 99% of the time, I don't be knocking none of them up, but they be annoying as to me. Like,
I don't know. It's so funny with organic. I don't know. I just, from the very first time that we met and talked, I just love him. I found him to be cool as hell. I don't know like how a female could get in that space.
yeah.
It's just weird because I find everything you say really a comedic angle. It's just like, how do you really get mad at the stuff he's saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I think they get mad when they're not that girl.
That's what it is. It's
I
like
think that's what
exactly
gets
in
them mad.
real life, the fruit is, I get all the women, you know what I'm saying? But it's me that be like looking at them like, it don't be like they're doing something negative or trying to be mean to me. It's just got a weird personality or something they say or they,
the chemistry is not
yeah,
there.
or they contradict reality. I'm such a logical person. And if I'm having a logical conversation, you just in so delusional world, I'm like, what the fuck am I even talking to this person for? But I'm gonna be cool and make it through the night. I'm a fucker,
Right.
but
I'm a f***ing
you're an
bud.
idiot.
But that's it. Yeah.
You're an
I can see
idiot.
that.
But I'm a
Ghosting a person and then running into them. Experience that.
yeah.
Yeah, because you did say a long time ago that you don't even like them to know. You just like to just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ain't really had I can't say in any situation I've had a whole bunch of anything that's happened any one particular way, but I've definitely did I'm good here, and then was, strutting about my way and ran into them and phone was in my hand. So it's like, oh, so you're really just, like, you're not dead. You're just ignoring me. Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's my only situation. I don't believe in love at first sight for somebody like me. I do believe it definitely can exist for others, for sure. And the sexual part, I know that can happen too, because you could be super, have lust for someone, but then not be really interested in everything else they got going on. So I know that's possible, mostly for men.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get better.
Alright.
I know, the ghosting one, I ain't really big on, like, it happened to me a few times, but I be like, it has to be in your life. You forget, like, God damn it, I did. They ain't gonna forget, like, hey, God damn it, you right, I did. Goddamn,
What's
that was
worse
you.
to me is if you really wasn't memorable and I ran into you.
Yeah,
And you
that's
over
a
here
problem.
trying to, don't be pathetic now.
Don't get too far until they
you
make.
don't be like, oh, so and I'm over here like, okay.
Louis,
me?
Right.
Remember me? All right, let's jump into the topic of the week, guys.
What you got?
Once a relationship's honeymoon period is over, how do you handle any potential red flags you overlooked because you were blinded by love? What are some flags you should look out for?
Oh yeah. I'm ready on this one.
You
I ain't
ready?
never gonna lie to you. I think one of the biggest red flags people miss is codependency and some of those not even like gaslighting, certain things, because in the beginning, love bombing gets disguised as affection.
Yeah.
And then later on, you realize that this person is literally making everything about you. And I think, Rod, probably was you who said, like, two people should never be so consumed with each other that they don't have an existence outside of that relationship. And I 100% agree with that.
Right.
And I think there's a difference between codependency, and a lot of people don't realize interdependency versus codependency, where we can be independent, where you got that person who's like, I need you, you complete me, you my everything, versus someone who says, I want you, we make a great team,
Right.
we make a great partnership. Like, so in the beginning, they bomb you with these feelings, and because you like this person, or you are really into them and everything is feeling sweet and smooth, you don't really realize that this person is setting you up to later on be super, super dependent, and then you feel crowded.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I think that's one of the things that you should look out for. Look at their word choice. Are they the kind of person who still lives a fruitful life, but when you guys come together, what you do grow? You know what I'm saying? Versus a person who, when they start to wrap themselves up and consume you, and when they're not with you, you start to see them complaining.
Yeah.
Now that's why guys be like, oh, I can't go to the bar with my boys, or I can't this and this and that. And it's like the signs were probably there in the honeymoon phase, but you were just so consumed with them feelings. And I think that's one big thing that people got to look out for, but also that gaslighting. People who are not trying to just put their thoughts and their feelings on you for the sake of, like, growing your perspective of conversation, but because they really want you to think like them.
Yeah.
They want you to be like, we could agree to disagree and still love each other. So I think those are two big red flags to look out for, because that means that motherfucker trying to control you.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that now.
Gotta watch out for that.
I mean, you gotta really pay attention to things that you really just don't like. Like, if you got a certain type of personality and they got a certain type of personality, that's hard to change over time in a relationship. So if you don't like something for real, and they do it, you gotta nip that in the bud immediately, or it just ain't gonna work. If you're trying to force it through, once that honeymoon stage is over with, you're gonna be like, man, I can't stand this.
Yeah,
Like, I
making up
never liked
excuses
it.
for the shit you
Yeah,
ain't
like,
like.
matter of fact, hey, man, the jig is up. I'm like, I can't deal with this shit. But you was forcing it through because you had a good time in the beginning. So you got to pay attention to those telltale signs of your personality and their personality. If there's big clashes in that you know that's not sitting right, nip it in the bud immediately, talk about it. If it continue to go, then goddamn it, adios. That's what I say.
Yes,
100%.
baby.
My
Let me
thing
try.
has always been time management. In that honeymoon stage, you guys want to be together all the damn time, right? Maybe that's just me.
Right.
You want to be together a lot more often than not. But once the time passes, like, you want to be able to, like you said, coexist and still be your own individual and say to yourself, wait, we don't need to do every damn thing together. Like, you still have your friendships, you still have your other relationships, you still want to travel to places I may not want to travel to. Let's continue to do that, because that time management piece, like, we need to miss each other even
I was
while
about
we're
to
in
say,
the
people don't like that
relationship.
feeling.
I love it.
When you miss that person and you finally
you
are
gotta
back
miss the
and-
person you with.
that excel that you do,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
got
good
to be
one.
missed. I can't
That's
be
a
sitting around
really-
you all the time.
Not
Come
all
on,
the
man.
time.
Yeah.
That's extreme.
I don't
Like,
want to rub your feet every damn day.
Even if you
I
gotta
wanna rub
go-
your
yeah.
feet after
Oh, now,
I ain't
Louis, you
seen you
going
for a
too
couple
far.
of
I ain't rubbing no feet now.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, at least be in other rooms or something.
You
Sometimes
feet
I can't do the feet rub. You know what I'm saying? I can't do
I
them.
need my ass rubbed and my feet rubbed.
There she go. Rub them up.
You don't rub feet organic?
Oh no, I'm not against the feet. I'm against the feet altogether.
Told us the story.
Yeah, I told you about the foot.
Oh yeah,
Shorty
remember the
with the-
girl with the threesome who did brought her
Yeah,
foot
she
into
rub
it?
my feet and licking my feet and all that.
What's
Don't
she
put
about
no
to
feet
do?
on me. Don't do that.
Camera down there.
This is acid. I hate some feet.
You might not like it, but Zena sure do, because she
Zena
been
jumped up.
fondling
Yeah, I
toes.
can't. Yeah, I
They did a
can't.
camera shot of Xena.
Yes,
Yeah, I can't do the foots,
Zena's
man.
organic
Xena,
dog.
warrior princess.
She was coming for him.
Zena loves some toes. I was
Organic
thinking,
has his beautiful dog here.
Yeah, Zena.
and she
she's
likes
around.
licking
If y'all
toes.
And
hear
she
a little
licked my
snores,
feet on the walk up.
She was.
yeah.
I
If
was
you hear
at
them
the
little
table
snores,
like,
that's her in the
Oh, so she
background.
was licking your feet under the table too? Xena, I thought I was special.
She tried to get that threesome going.
trying
I'm
to
like,
get
what
that
the hell,
Well, she
Zena?
scratched me, so
You
I'm
a
the
player
best.
just like your daddy.
No more. I'm
And
retired.
she don't mess with the guys.
Like how your daddy used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. Psych,
like
I'm back in the game.
Ooh,
You see the
wait a
shirt?
minute.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
I'm joking, but I ain't joking. I am, but I ain't. No, I'm saying. But I ain't playing.
But by the time this is, he might be playing, not playing.
Might-
Nah, I'm not
Again,
playing.
but
No,
by the
for
time
real
it-
though.
by the time it
I did
is-
take a break in my situation though, to be real. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What she do, bro?
She ain't do nothing. It was all me, of course. It's me. It's the
Oh,
best
that's
for
the-
everybody.
Time management. You was
ain't
tired of
shit.
it.
Yeah, I just had to focus on other things. You know, people was great, you know, but it's me. I can't blame nobody else, especially how the person I am. It's all on me always. You know what I'm saying? So, and actually, I talked to one of my old exes too that in the past that called me back on some other stuff and actually reconciled with that, made her cool because I was a brute to her. You know what I'm saying? Not physically, not really verbally, but just like,
Treatment.
yeah. When she explained it to him, like, damn, I was pretty harsh, mom.
Sweden.
Nah, she wasn't sweet. She was a black girl.
Okay.
And
I heard that.
that was crazy. So I'm just going through a little cleansing and
All right, there's
transition
nothing
right
wrong
now.
with that.
You know what I'm saying?
And what I love about this dynamic is the viewers and our supporters and the people who watch us can literally go through life with us. It's almost
Yeah.
like, it's like when you watch a show and you feel like you grew up with that person or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're all going to go through different stages in our life over the course of the months, the years, and that's just a part of life. I support you in whatever it is that you decide to do, whatever it is. I don't think that you should ever feel bad about it. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. I tried. I went,
that's
you know,
fine.
y'all saw me. I was
Yeah.
going, it just, when things happen a certain way and I just know me, you know what I mean?
I can
So,
respect your awareness, though. That's one thing.
Right.
A lot of people listen to, we get into the over here, but if you take time to listen when we're not joking around,
Right.
you can actually hear a deep awareness of self and
Yeah.
honestly, like ownership. Because we'd be like, yo, I used to do some crazy
Fucked
shit,
up,
and then
yeah.
it's recognizing where you are now. I at least you are aware of where you are at a given time, and you don't be wasting people's time.
Yeah, I
You got
can't
a lot
do
of
that.
motherfuckers who be figuring out who they are on your clock.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I could respect
I
that.
care enough to make sure that you're better than me in this situation that I could walk away and be like, it ain't. I just don't want to fuck you up because if you keep going this way, it's gonna get bad. I know.
Right.
I just know me, so let me just
Right.
depart now. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that women's biggest challenge is not giving men the space that they need. I feel like when a woman and a man connect with each other and they vibe, they have chemistry, they're enjoying each other's company, they may have a really great sex life, and a certain period of time has went by, women just have the tendency to need that, to have a description and for their timeline of what they want to
how it's
happen
happened.
to happen. So it's like, okay, so what next? Like,
Yeah.
okay, are you doing this? Are we doing that? And it's just like, you got to let men be. You have to let them be, even if it hurts. You
Right.
have to let them be. You just,
You know
very
the most
true.
interesting thing about that? With my boyfriend in the first 2 months when we dated, it was getting heavy quick. And it got to a point where we knew we weren't both ready to go to that next phase, but if we continued at the rate we were going, we could potentially damage what could be. And we had to like reduce it. Like, let's not talk as much for a little while. Let's reduce the amount of time that we spend in doing those things. And I honestly feel like if we didn't take that pause, we probably would not exist where we are. Like, you need to have your summer of thoughtness. You need to whatever, because by the time you solidify things, you want to have a certainty. And I agree with you. I learned that lesson because our biological clocks be having us really feeling like we need to move things at a certain pace. But if it's worth it, and you think that person's worth it, give them room to be the person that they feel their best version of themselves for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or to see whether or not they need to be that person for you at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to be with me if you ain't sure that this is where you want to
Yeah,
exist.
you tryna
and you
force
don't want
it.
to you don't want to have to ask people, oh my God, that's just like, you know,
Pathetic.
Jarvis, you know, what are we doing? Is this a
Right.
place you, and then you tell them, and then they need to know again. They need to be
Right.
reassured. And then it's like, are we going to do this? What are we doing for this? Like, leave these men
God
to
damn.
breathe.
No, so for real though.
You got triggered?
You're right. Like, yeah, you
Let
be
them
like,
be. Stop asking over and over and over, and just let them be. Just let them be.
facts. And you can have a communication, but you said at the beginning, motherfucker, over communicating. You're like,
And over, I told you, I'm like, women is something. It's
God
like,
damn.
I'm taking it, and I really listen to men and women. I listen.
Yes.
I don't know what is wrong with us internally for why. See, and it's a funny thing because I'm aware of it, I am so not willing to do it, but that also is a problem.
Right.
Right? Because if I'm not willing to do it, then my partner is just like, then that becomes an ego thing.
yeah. Yeah.
So you have to have balance.
Have
you
to.
have to know how to show that you care and show that you're aware and that you want this, but not
Flood 'em.
smother
Don't
a
flood 'em.
man and like, if I just can't. I just
and,
can't
and I
because
feel
I'm so
too,
aware of it.
if
It's
you
just-
having those conversations and then like if one or the other say like, okay, cool, we got some understanding. Let's just stop it right here.
Yeah.
Stop it there.
it just keep going.
Oh my God, to keep
No,
going.
and I hate when you come to a
Can we just, it's
agreement
cool.
on where you are.
Hey, this is what we're gonna do. It's
And
gonna
then-
get too far. Let's stop now. I understand what you're saying. It's all good, but let's end it right now.
And,
Or they
and,
wanna
and
going.
females too don't understand, like,
Yeah.
no matter how much a man loves you, you guys, no matter what, he can really, really be into you. It can become annoying, and you can look pressed.
That's real though.
You can really become kind of pressed, and now it's not as sexy. I'm telling you,
Facts.
they need to hunt as long as possible, even when it's all solidified, and you know they need to hunt. I'm not saying
Yeah, we
to the
don't go
point
there
where
one time,
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But
I know what you-
the asking for reassurance over and over.
Yeah, that's a
swallow
lot.
that shit, man. Go eat a Snicker.
Especially if you know the no, you know, or Butterfinger, see over there.
Oh, Butterfinger.
But a little mini
We
one.
gonna find
But
a way
it
to
gotta
drop
be like,
some food in this motherfucker no matter
Especially
what.
you know the intent. Like if you know this guy really
Yes.
love you, like I rock with you, you ain't got to keep asking me every motherfucking day. Do you love me? Do you miss me? And shit. Like
Especially
God
also
damn.
with somebody that's like organic, because he already struggles already with the affection part. So he's
Right.
just getting into it. So you want to let him be. When
And
he give it, he
that's-
give it. When he don't, just let him be.
And that's why I was
Let
saying
'em
with
be.
the flag, the love bombing,
Yeah.
because that lets
Yeah.
you know ahead of time that this person is going to be someone who's going to always be requiring
True.
that level of it. And don't get me wrong, it's a difference between a person who's an overthinker,
Yeah.
right? Who sometimes, their process involves, them needing to be able to think out loud. Like
Yeah.
overthinkers, sometimes they're just putting their thoughts out because it helps them sort it and work it through. Versus a person who would literally, we just had this conversation. Like I like to do a healthy check-in every 2 months or so. Just like,
Yeah.
how we feeling? How we doing?
Yeah.
Temperature, okay, we good. Water still same temperature. We cool.
Remember your
but
bites.
then,
Remember your bites.
oh yes, thank you.
Beep,
But then after that, it's kind of like, now let the relationship breathe.
Yeah.
Everything needs air. Suffocation doesn't do anything but kill something.
That's a fact.
And that's what people have to recognize. You cannot suffocate these men. Just like as a woman, I don't know. I guess the part where you said what the awareness raw is, as a woman, I also really value my personal space. I really like to be left alone sometimes. And I like that we can coexist and even in the same household and not have to be in each other's space.
Yeah.
But so I can't
Very
understand
important.
that.
Really quick.
So-
Can I
Oh,
jump
go ahead.
into
Yo,
something
yes,
real
go
quick?
ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead,
I really
Lewis.
hate to speak on women, right, in a negative light, but women, in my opinion, often it looks like they need validation, but they're
yeah.
looking for it from someone else. You see how you guys talk about yourselves, how confident you are? That's what a lot of women lack, which is
Yeah.
why they're doing the hounding. Where are you, babe? Because the validation comes from the security and having someone like Organic or someone like me.
And that's a
You know what I'm saying?
codependency.
Yeah.
And it's a sad
Yeah,
situation.
confidence
And it's
doesn't
not
accept it.
attractive.
It's
It's
not.
very
No matter
ugly.
how much a man loves you, he could love every bit of you. But if you don't have the confidence to know your worth and to know your value and to and you don't know your worth by saying it to him.
Right.
It's by your actions and how you move. How you operate, babe. Where are you? What you doing? Oh, I'm just getting some work done. You doing good, babe? I'll be home soon. I'll make dinner.
And
Did you
that's
have something
that.
that you wanted? Okay, all right, cool. I'll see you when I get home. Click. Bitch, go
That's it.
find something to
Yeah,
do.
security is
Yeah.
attractive to a secure person.
Go
Like,
walk
person who's
around the
secure.
all that,
community
keep
3
on.
times.
But you know, I
For
always
real.
say when women
Yeah.
ask that, I say confidence doesn't exist without certainty, right? So, but that certainty should not come from someone else. You need to be sure of yourself.
Yeah.
And when you sure about yourself, you show up in your most confident, authentic way. And that goes with anything. You
Yeah,
can't
just
cook.
relax.
The first time you try to cook, you're like, I don't know, this might not be that good. But after you did it a couple times, you're like, my motherfucking pasta is the bomb, So you
Yeah.
got to work on whatever you need to do within you to become certain of yourself, so that you're not putting that responsibility on your partner, right? Let them express their love because they want to, not because you always need it.
Damn,
But-
Skippy.
On that note, let's
Question
go
of the
into
week.
our question of the week.
Yes.
All right, so this person said, I've been with my boyfriend for a little over a year, and when we met, we were both on a rebound. A little summer fling turned into something serious, but a few weeks ago, I was using his laptop, and I took a peek at his history. First red flag. I know everyone looks at porn, but I was shocked when I saw he was recently subscribed to his ex's OnlyFans page. Ooh. Okay, this is the woman he was with before we got together, which made the situation even more hurtful. I never confronted him, but is this considered cheating? Child.
Hell no.
Nah. The man just
He's
contribute.
paying for.
Yeah, he's helping the girl out, man.
Listen,
His ex.
he is not cheating. I
He
don't
just
think that's
contribute to the
cheating.
campaign.
I can't even explain why it's not cheating. It
Not
just
to me, I
isn't
don't think it's cheating, bro.
I
You
don't think it's cheating. Absolutely
I
not.
Do you
totally
think it's
don't.
wrong, though,
I don't think it's
Do
wrong
I think
with
it's
nothing.
wrong for him
to
to
subscribe to his ex's
I think he just
OnlyFans?
making sure she cool on the
support
potcha.
black business?
Yeah.
Y'all are both full of shit.
1,000%.
And this is what I would say. First things first is you don't know how long he's been subscribed to it, because if she was his girlfriend, there's a possibility that he was already subscribed to it from before.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
If you checked his history, the problem really is that you see that he's actually viewing
at it
it
recently.
in real time. Now, here's the thing. Let's go back to that insecurity thing.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but there are you have to choose your battles, and it will hurt. It will. But my advice would be to have a conversation with your partner, not so much about that as remembering the things that you do and how it makes you feel and whether you would be okay with me doing those same things. I think when it comes to men, the best thing to do with them versus knitting and picking and this, that, and the third is say, the good old saying, what's good for the gander is good for the goose.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Whatever.
Yes.
How would you feel, right? How would you feel if I was looking at old videos or had, because I would hope to God you ain't fucking with a that got an OnlyFans. But let's just say, how would you feel if the tables were turned? Don't come to him as, I'm really hurt because I was going through your stuff and I saw that you were looking at Catherine's OnlyFans. No. How would you feel if I was looking at Jerome's videos? Would that make you feel okay? Or are you okay with it? And I'm just asking because I just want to know where the lines go.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I can stay in line. So is that good for you? Because I want you to continue doing that if that makes you feel comfortable and you're okay with me doing it.
Damn.
Then you let that figure that out like that. Because, and then all that attitude and crying and carrying on, that is so temporary. It does not get you nowhere. When not sure what you're about to do based off of his actions, he clean it up a little better. And you have to keep your pride, your confidence, keep your head high, make your point, and move on. Move on.
Right? I got a lot of questions because I have an OnlyFans and I'm curious.
Right.
Oh, we know.
Right?
No,
I'm
Drop that at the bottom.
Bang.
Yeah.
Boom.
And for me, there's a lot of things about this that don't make sense, which means I feel like you were looking for trouble. I'm gonna say that first.
Yeah, being nosy.
Right? Because with OnlyFans, your login time's out. Right? And so it's also possible he could have opened that OnlyFans to unsubscribe. Right? You never know.
That's true.
It's possible.
Never know.
It's possible. Because I did have an ex who when we were together, he was subscribed to my OnlyFans. And for a little while after, never just, you get rebilled every month. It's a subscription. Like how you could forget to cancel your $7.99 something else, you can easily do the same, right?
Yeah.
And if you subscribe to more than one person on OnlyFans, you're getting billed at one time for multiple subscriptions. So it's possible that he has a subscription and didn't realize it, right? So I think the problem here is instead of going into this hurtful space and jumping to conclusions, you need to seek clarity. And like Ross said, not in a confrontational way where you're accusing him, an accusatory tone, where you're asking for clarity. And then if he admits, yes, I did subscribe to her, then you can pose that question. Well, is this something you would feel comfortable with on my end? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, men look at porn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That it's something that they do. But I can understand it feeling different if it's somebody from his past that she just left. Yeah. And it can make you question whether there's residual feelings or whatever the case is. But
crying about it ain't gonna change it.
Yeah, a conversation need to be had. Like a real, this grown adult conversation. Because like if he really looking at that, peeling meat and busting nuts to it, it's an issue. But y'all need to talk about it and see what's going on.
Because on top of it, I guess I'm different. Yeah. And that I want to understand, if you are subscribing, what is the draw?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like what?
Because I'm always looking for opportunities to improve what I bring to the bed. And I think sometimes people get so comfortable thinking that they take care of all of their person's needs and satisfy all of their needs. And for me, I'm a sexologist and I still am a student. Yeah. I still want to know how many different ways I could get my person off. So if it's something this person is doing that still got you kind of tapped in, baby, tell me.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me an opportunity to help fulfill those fantasies too. Because at the end of the day, if they was with them at some point, they clearly liked them. They clearly were attracted to them. And just because the relationship didn't work doesn't mean they suddenly think she's a fugly bitch. You know what I mean? So I think don't step into your accusatory space. Check your feelings. Yeah. You done went through your emotional shit. Okay, cool. It's like the weather in Florida. It rained for a little while and then it be sunny.
Yeah, it's true.
Go, and if you've been dealing with this person for a year, talk to him. And after you have the information, then you can make a decision about how to proceed forward. But that lurking in people's history
you already doing too much.
Telltale sign that
yeah, that's already doing too much anyway. So let's have a conversation and then don't do that no more, digging
because you just happened to, I just looked on his laptop and happened to search through his history.
So after you had this conversation, listen up, don't ever in your funky life digging none of my again now.
Period.
I had a problem. I did all 17 times last week to her. But keep it real with you. She like to stand up on her feet and stand up on that motherfucker the right way. I like to watch that when
Yeah.
you do that. You don't do that.
Don't
So
do that.
can you do that?
Can you-
We're gonna work on that.
Because if you can, we
And
can
I'm
work
gonna delete it, okay? But one more time, don't you ever in your goddamn life.
Ever.
Go through my shit. Point blank, period.
And then we grow from there.
And I got a question for you, ma'am. Is the problem what you found, or is the problem that you were looking?
Yeah.
Like, what are you looking for when you're looking through search history? You're looking for something so you can create a problem. Now you're asking us, is this considered cheating? Ask yourself, do you think it's cheating?
Yeah.
Is it a problem that he's viewing it, or is it a problem that you found out that he's viewing it? See, that's a question I want you to answer for us. So in the comments, just
Comment
send a little
back.
reply. You can send it to us too,
Yeah.
because their point of view is slightly
We're gonna
different.
let you know.
But please, just tell me, what were you looking for? And is the problem really that he's doing the lurking on OnlyFans, or you're lurking what he's looking at?
And first, send
That's
me a
some
picture
real.
in a
I
bikini
wasn't
or something
hiding
too.
my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid type.
That was really invasive,
That was
though.
some real. But I will say, I am definitely somebody who believes that you should look. I am definitely. I am
Peeping Tom.
Approach is
definitely
different.
that whole. If you look, you're gonna find what you're looking for. Great. And when I find it, I'm out. Okay, so I think you should look. I don't think anybody should be blind to anything and just be like, yeah, I'm not going through it. I'm gonna look, but I can handle it.
Exactly.
You see it. But most can't though.
You can check
Exactly.
your
So you
I
go.
can
So
handle
go
it.
ahead and look. You
Check
seen
your
all that
emotions.
now.
You
seen
wouldn't be
all
asking
this.
somebody.
I even think that people should
Now what you
read.
gonna do?
Let me not say think people should. Let me not say I think people should. I find interest in reading conversations between guys talking to their homeboys. I'm not always thinking about you just talking to a female, but there's so much info in the conversations between
friends.
men and their
yeah.
friends.
That's where it's
That's
at.
where the real is at.
Yes, that's really it.
But you know, people don't
I
reveal
think
themselves.
that's the juice. Now, and I don't think you should make it something that you just do.
Yeah, if you ain't
all
prepared,
the
if you ain't prepared to
time.
leave after you
Not
see
all
something,
the time. Like
leave
if
it
you-
alone.
If you like you, Louis, you're married. I don't think you should just be picking up Toya's phone every day, just reading through it, because that
Not
makes
just
the
every
person
other
feel
day.
like they can't.
Yeah, every other day.
Yeah.
Give a little
Yeah.
space. You ain't.
But
you
most of
ain't
the time,
overbearing.
it's most of the
Ain't
time
that
people go
overbearing.
looking when they feel like
Fuck it is.
there's something.
Yo, this is so funny. This is so funny. This is the real. I do not believe that at all that my husband would use the phone that he has that I know about, that's right here,
Right.
and talk to anybody. It would be another phone somewhere if he was going to do it, and that phone would stay probably somewhere.
You hide it in the attic.
But I still casually look through the one that's right there just because.
'Cause they
Sometimes
slip
I'm
up.
using the phone for something and somebody will be
nigga
like,
over
what's
there.
good, bro? And he'll be like, shit, bro.
Why
Hit my
you making that
line. He'll be like, hit my line. And I'll be like, niggas always got to say hit my line. They don't want to finish the conversation in the
In the
text.
text. In the text.
FaceTime too.
Right.
FaceTime, brother.
Yes.
Hit
You
my
on
line.
speaker? You
What's
on
that?
speaker? Hold
Yeah,
on.
like like that.
I
Say
also
what up
think
to-
it's funny
Still
when you look and you don't find it and you find a bunch of other dumb shit. You're just like, this is what you do.
Because
This
it's
is
not going to be, when you at this level of with somebody,
Right.
it's different, like organic, even Cash. I know you've been with your guy some time, but that you're not getting another phone yet. That's like, when you start doing it like that, it's like you're all the way, like I think it married, locked in, like you know you can't have nothing in this phone that's
Facts.
right here.
Yeah.
It's just too
Too
risky.
obvious. That's the easiest go to.
It's just too risky.
And
I've
payphones
looked in the
don't exist.
trunk of the car like, I know it's something in this motherfucker somewhere.
Yeah.
It's all right, it's gonna come up.
They like a little bit of crazy too.
I
think
know
they
it's
like a little
no,
bit
I
of
didn't
it.
say nothing. I'm like Tyra. Check the glove department. See if you
Something
see
there.
something.
That
There's
little phone.
something
I
there.
heard a sound. What's that sound? The phone ringing.
Something vibrating.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think
you
you
gotta be
also
careful.
know your partner to know like where they more likely to hide something if they hit it, and that's what's always comical to me. Like you learn your person's habits so well that it's just like, all right.
I feel like mine would do it and toss them. That's why I feel like there would be no trace
criminal?
of it. Like,
Yeah.
no, not
Break
kill
the phone.
them.
No, criminal. Like break the phone, take the SIM
Take the
card
SIM
out,
card.
stuff on it,
Eat the SIM card.
throw it in the sewer.
Yeah, they gonna kill yeah, eat that.
Never see that shit until she see him like,
Like
She
he
too
on the
attentive.
run.
Yeah.
Like on the run with a burner phone. Shit.
After you talk to that, you fuck up.
She might go through the garbage. She might go through, you know what I'm saying, take the whole path of the GPS where I drove and figure this motherfucker out. I'm
we
eat that
figure,
motherfucker.
Burn the car that you drove there.
Yeah, throw it off the mountain.
Bro.
Yeah, because I feel like any woman who is intelligent enough, and we're all capable of being a Federal Bureau of Investigation when good and ready.
Yeah. Women are
The
best.
problem, and I said this in a previous episode. The problem comes when men cheat and it's ongoing.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If you just do it and get out of there,
That's the best way to go.
You're gonna be good. But they like it and they keep doing it. You can't hit the same one.
Because that happens though, because once you hit one, you try to get the other ones and then they all disappear. You got to circle back. You know what I'm saying? So
And you gotta realize that if you ain't treating the side right,
Oh, they always gonna tell.
Your secret is not theirs.
It's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a bad game.
But they
cracking me
only
up.
can become a side chick once it's ongoing.
Ongoing.
Yes.
If you
Ongoing.
hit
And
something
run, you good.
and go,
You're good.
the bitch is not even gonna
One
care
and done.
enough.
You're good.
But just always want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's like a
And
husband.
laying
They
there
always
talking
want to have
good.
a situation.
Pillow talking.
They be like, I'm
oh,
sorry. They
gotta
be like-
laugh.
Want to have a whole situation
Yeah.
just there. So,
Facts.
like, no, you can't because now she's invested. Now
history.
she knows too much. Now she's searching for your Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
But you gotta
She going through the
recognize
likes and the
that
comments.
a lot of the chicks are emotional too. So you just started off with fucking this chick, but the more you fuck her, the more attached she becomes to you.
Yeah.
So now that's
True.
gonna increase
Now
your
she want to
chances
go
of
on
being
a
down.
trip.
Definitely
Yeah.
want to go on a
Now
trip.
you gotta sneak away for a trip. You
Now it's,
lying,
you
you
ain't
saying
gonna
you
never
with the
leave her.
boys. Now you ain't never gonna leave her. Like it's supposed to be one and done.
That's true.
I'm not advocating for a man
true, though.
cheating. First
Right.
of all, but I'm saying if you're gonna do it,
Do it right.
you got to stop doing it twice with
You
the
got
same
to hit and
bitch.
run. You can't circle back. That's a fact.
Yeah,
And
gotta
put
stop
some
fucking
big
people in the
gaps
same
in between
circles.
your cheating.
They
You can't be like, yeah, it's Friday.
Renegade, man. Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
You can't just be regular vigilante.
Friday.
Yeah.
Touch your tip Tuesday.
It's true.
You doing it on a regular
You
basis.
can't do that.
Give it once every 6 months.
You gotta space it out. That's true.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
6
you
months.
you
get
start
your
feeling that feeling and
excitement.
hitting the good every now and then. Ooh, baby, I'm back in the game.
It's just like that hustle.
I want
How they
some
be
every
like,
day.
They be like, I'm gonna just sell these drugs for a little while, and then they never get out.
Right.
And the next thing you know,
Too
there's like a
good.
federal case. It's like,
Yes,
because
you
you don't know when
fun.
to get out. You don't
now
know
the
when
bitch
to get
talking about
out.
she didn't get her period. And now you like it's just like you're going too far. Get in there and get out of there, and then whew,
Yeah.
hit the highway.
True.
Come back next season sometime.
Yeah, it's the thrill. It's the
I went back to
thrill.
a city girl for 2 minutes for y'all. I just,
That's no joke. It's a problem though. I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Not in my last situation. I was, where I was supposed to be. But anything before that, vigilante.
Vigilante.
The way to be, Barbarian.
Lewis, earlier you told us that you had something to get off your chest now.
Proceed.
Okay. Little dudes, these young, especially people that look like me.
Yeah.
Please, there should be an on and off switch for that hood mentality.
Man.
Don't go into a professional setting saying, hey, I'm looking for, you know what I mean? Like, on guard, I'm looking for a job. Like,
Yeah.
your pants aren't up, you got a do-rag on, got braids that aren't done.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up. There's a lot more around you that you can see, and there's things that you can't see. You may think you don't have access to it, but listen, I'm from where you from. I promise you. Just turn that sometimes, bro. Like the energy you give is what you're gonna receive. Even though they see what they see black skin. Yeah, you thinking, oh, this the cop, they already don't like me. No, sometimes you don't like yourself enough to realize that you can change that, and don't worry about your friends judging you for looking a little different, bro. You want to get the bag isn't on the block, not the bag you think you're gonna get.
Right.
I promise you. So
your
Man
advice
up.
to the youth, especially
Man up.
black men
Yes.
or men of color, is what?
Coon
Man
up a
up.
little bit. Coon up a little bit. When they
Man
gonna, hello, sir. Like,
change up a little bit.
change your narrative about yourself.
Hello,
Change
my
the
name
narrative
is-
about
My name is
yourself.
Jarvis. I'm
Hello,
here
yes,
for a job.
I got the real profession. Hello, my name is Jarvis Dante Rivers. I'm just looking for you guys any occupation opportunities here.
Exactly.
You got to come with the
What was
gestures and a good
funny-
smile and a thumb.
It's
You're
funny
okay.
is When Lewis
Not
said,
that.
Lewis said,
Don't go that far.
on God, I'm
that
looking for a job. Robert was just like,
Listen,
Paul,
I said that
just-
because someone said that to me. And just like that,
Right.
they came in. I was like, yo, bro, like, I'm struggling right now.
I'm looking for a job, man.
God, I need a job. I want to dress like you. I said, hold on.
Get
Took
out.
my name tag off.
Let me talk to you
Let me
outside,
walk
my
you
nigga.
outside real quick. And I had to
You
tell
grab
him,
him by
like,
the back
listen,
of his
bro,
goddamn neck when
I
you
should
got
have.
it. Yeah,
They're-
you get your
listen,
mother.
played a good cop.
I
like
should
you
have did
said.
that. I just walked them outside
Yeah.
and told them the real. Like, you can't come
That
into
or
a
a
place looking for a
counselor.
job like that. That's not how it's gonna work for you. And that's all they see. They think that's what's up. Like, that's the vibe. That's cool.
Yeah, it's not.
And then when he walked off, you know what he said to me? He was like, I appreciate you, God. Safety.
Oh my God.
That means I appreciate you. Be safe
Hey,
in
brother,
these streets.
don't come back in this establishment. No
I
more,
said,
man.
man, listen.
We don't.
That shit pissed me off that day. And
So
I said,
Louis
I
took all
gotta
that
talk about
time to mentor him, and then he walked out and was
Right,
like, "Word on God, safety, my."
Safety. I had to ask my son, what does that mean?
Safety.
Safety means
That's some new shit.
be good. Like,
Stay safe.
stay safe.
But he
pretty
just
much.
did his
Stay
little
safe.
extra little
My son was
acronym
like,
on
what
there.
you mean, Dad? That means like be good, be
Safety.
safe. Like watch your back on the streets. I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh, was he threatening me?
Right. Right.
That's how old I am.
Safety.
Listen, I'm not in the loop.
I get all that sick.
You gonna wait outside because you want to
Right.
get
You
the
gonna need some safety,
Right.
right?
Say that
Told
car
you
is
nigga, I
fresh.
need to eat today.
Car is
You gonna need some safety. I
let's
get all that
change it up,
six. What are you
bro.
talking about?
It says he tried to threaten me.
He tried to threaten me, y'all.
Told
Well,
the
I'll
kitty
be
guy.
damned.
Hilarious.
That's a really good message.
Yeah,
though.
man. Yeah,
I
we
like
gotta
that.
grow up sometimes, for sure.
Well, with that being said, y'all be safe.
Safety.
This episode of
On the contrary.
On game.
On
Safety.
gang, on God.